some of us, not all of us, will be going down to the scissors where the rope is, or the ribbon is, and you'll see your name on placards down there. If your name isn't in front of a pair of scissors, if you could stand just in a line behind the people who are cutting the ribbon. Most everybody here is cutting the ribbon. There's just we only had so many scissors, so much room, so just a few of you won't be cutting the ribbon. And then after that, we're going to start the tours, and everybody will start going through the building, including this room. But we will be having a couple of presentations back up in this room for those of you who can stay for them. We have the Spirit of Detroit presentation. We have the Office of Occupancy Detroit, and
with AGC.
Yeah.
So we're giving you some certificate of occupancy?
Yeah. Today. Is that right?
I'm really glad that I'm here. Thank you very much.
Check it later. I'll tell you what you got. Okay, so if we can get stage everybody here.
Yes.
Help people with stand?
Yeah, so.
Yep. Come on in.
How you been?
Here, ma'am.
Okay, you ready? All right. Good morning. I'm Donna Pardonnet. I am the chair of the Michigan Statewide Carpenters and Millwrights Training Center, the JATF, and also Executive Director of Architectural Contractors Trade Association. We thank you for being here today. This was, we talked with Mike Jackson, and this was actually a meeting we had in 2015 at the Rensen to make this dream become a reality, and we can't be happier. So this is our third and largest new building we've built in Michigan since 2019. And together, our contractors and our union partners have invested more than $60 million in private funds to open these centers in Wayland, which is near Grand Rapids, Negaunee, which is near Marquette, and then here in Detroit. But the point of the JTF just isn't to build buildings. It's to provide lifelong training opportunities for the hardworking men and women across the state. So as beautiful as this building is, and you'll get a chance to tour it later, what really matters is that it empowers for us to train the next generation of skilled workers using state-of-the-art equipment, tangible curriculum, and instructors who are experts in the field. And by doing this, we really give the young people a true career path, a skill for life to enjoy that good life that we're offering in this great state, along with our contractors that have dedicated, skilled workers who we need to build the future of Michigan. Ultimately, this shared investment of labor and management and training is solving one of the biggest problems in Michigan, and that's to fill and close that skilled trades gap. And doing so, I think is most important, at no cost to the Michigan taxpayers. I'll say that again, at no cost to the Michigan taxpayers. So if you walk around this building today, you're gonna meet instructors and apprentices. You're gonna see those hands-on demonstrations of how the best skilled workers in this state learn how to build our schools, refurbish our homes, refurbish our hospitals and buildings, and fix the roads and the bridges that we rely on every day. I can't wait for you to see what we've built, and we are so proud of it. But first, it's my honor to introduce the Detroit Mayor, Mike Duggan, to the podium.
Well, this is a day Detroiters have waited for a long time. Through most of my lifetime, the construction in this region has been in the suburbs, the boom in Oakland County and Macomb County along 275 in western Wayne County. And Detroiters were not only left out of the trades, they were left out of access to the building sites because it wasn't easy to get to them. But what we've seen in the last 8 years is that the center of construction has shifted back to Detroit. We've got more construction going on today than we've had in nearly 70 years between auto plants and hockey arenas and high-rise office buildings and housing projects. And so I wanted to make sure as we moved the construction back that Detroiters had access to these jobs. We fought very hard for it. We've made significant progress. But when Mike Jackson came and talked to me about it, I said, here's the thing. You want to deliver a message to Detroiters that you are welcome in the trades? Build your training center in the city. And we got in the car, we drove around, we looked at the site, and we appreciate the support of the national organization. Then Tom Lutz came in and put his pedal to the metal and just did a remarkable job in building this out. And not only is the leadership doing this building, but Tom has taken the mission into the neighborhoods. They're building things like handicap ramps. Young people in the neighborhoods, getting them introduced to this, and it's paying off the way I'd hope, not just the Carpenters, but the millwrights. If you looked at what happened at the Amazon plant, and I know they got video showing here, we've had 100 Detroiters get jobs installing the robotics in the Amazon plants. These are young people that are going to be on a track for a good paying career the rest of their lives. This is what we've needed in the city. I love the fact that Carpenter Mill have taken the lead. I think we may see some other trades start opening training centers in the city because this has been that much of a success. And every step of the way, we had the complete backing of the governor, who has been relentless in creating opportunities in the skilled trades for residents of this state, pre-apprenticeship programs, apprenticeship programs, supporting them each step, because these are great careers and Michigan's got a great future. So please welcome the governor, Gretchen Whitmer.
Mayor, thank you. All right. Well, thank you. I'm really thrilled to be here. This is an exciting moment. We know that there is a path to prosperity and success for every person in the state of Michigan. Everyone has a path and they don't look the same. This is an opportunity to showcase a way that people can get engaged in the trades, make a darn good living, raise a family, have a high quality of life, and not leave with a bunch of debt, but skills that translate on day one. And so this is fantastic to be here. I love that it's in the city of Detroit. I've been to the center that was open in Negaunee and the one that was open in Wayland. This is a magnificent building that is going to be training up to 1,500 students a year, empowering them with skills that they need to land good paying, high skill jobs. And this is a collaborative effort. You know, when you listen to what the mayor said and you listen to what, you know, Tom Lutz and Mike Jackson and this incredible union have done together, in partnership, we are capable of meeting the needs and creating opportunity for everyone when we work together. Michiganders across the state may not realize it, but every single day we all rely on carpenters and millwrights and floor layers and pile drivers and all of the skilled trades that build our infrastructure and power our economy. So the work being done here is not just going to help us fix more of the dam roads or build more bridges or ensure that we've got more affordable housing projects or more places to work. We went downstairs and saw some of the incredible work that's being done in robotics. 36 miles was laid just in an Amazon facility alone, and that was by this union's millwrights and carpenters, which is phenomenal. So this is a moment where we can recognize we're taking another big step forward to our goal to being 60 by 30, 60% of our population with a post-secondary certificate or degree by 2030. We're making real progress, but it's not just about numbers. It's about people. It's about lives. It is about building an economy that creates opportunity for everyone. And it's about ensuring that there are phenomenal training opportunities like the one that this represents. So I'm thrilled to be here. Congratulations, and what a wonderful additional tool that we all have as we work to solve problems and strengthen our economy for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. We're happy that you are able to be with us today and that you were with us on our first two grand openings as well. Next, I'm pleased to introduce Doug McCarron. He's the General President of the United Brotherhood of Carpenters. General President McCarron represents more than 500,000 union workers who safely perform high-quality work every day across the United States and Canada. General President McCarron.
Thank you. Thank you, Donna, and I also want to thank Governor Whitmer and Mayor Dugan for all you do for working families across the state of Michigan and in the city of Detroit. So thank you very much. As Donna said, I've got the honor of representing over 500,000 brothers and sisters in the United States and Canada. Our members touch on every aspect of the construction buildings. With a state-of-the-art training center like this one, the UBC is showing our partners with management, together we're doing everything we can to address the issue of skilled training. Non-union groups can talk a good game about training, but creating and sustaining a facility like this one is proof of the real commitment not only union skills, trains, and partners and contractors are delivering to the great state of Michigan and the city of Detroit. When we tour this building, you'll see a facility designed to take hardworking men and women and turn them into dedicated professionals in sport and teamwork. You'll see state-of-the-art equipment and modern classrooms that rival any college campus. With everything here, you don't have to know how to build a building when you start. You just need the effort, and our instructors can teach everything you need to know, and you'll get paid while doing it. The UBC is proud that we are leading the way, and the hard work from dedicated leaders like Tom Luntz and in partnership with contractors to recruit and educate the next generation of skilled workers. So thanks to the men and women who built this facility. Thank you to the community leaders and elected officials who support us and are here today. Thank you to the contractor partners for valuing your employees and conducting your business with integrity. And thank you, Tom. Thank you, Donna. And thanks for the teams that are making this building a reality. Tom?
Thank you very much, and we appreciate everything the union does to help make both of us successful. Next, I'd like to introduce you to one of our many talented apprentices, Fancy Pruitt II. That's you. Fancy is a remarkable young woman who embodies the reason we invest so heavily in training, but I will let her tell her story. Fancy?
Hey, everybody. I am Fancy Pruitt II, and I am a now third-year millwright's apprentice with Local 1102. I was born in Kentucky to a 16-year-old mother, and when I was 3, I was swept away to Michigan, where I grew up with my father, who taught me more bad lessons than good. And when I turned 14, I went to live with my grandmother, who adopted me at 16. Coming from where I came from, there were 2 choices: have a kid early and rely on the system, or find another way. So I hit the books hard in school, and I earned myself a great GPA, a place in the National Technical Honor Society, and a 4-year scholarship to U of M Ann Arbor. Even still, I never really fit in school. I was always the oddball who struggled to connect with my peers. So when my grandmother found the summer Carpenters boot camp on Fox TV, when I was 17, I had to join. Little did I know that those 6 weeks would be the start of a great career and a new chapter in my life. There, I learned how to use tools and my brand new skills to give back to my community. And I met some of the best people who would become my greatest mentors. Ended, I wished it hadn't. From that point on, I decided I was going to be a millwright. Best decision I ever made. So when 12th grade rolled around, I enrolled in vocational tech classes. And when I turned 18 that December, my only wish was to apply. When I got my call saying I was accepted, I screamed. Anyway, so I'm a millwright, and I wouldn't want to be anything else. Oh, and this brand new training center is amazing. We have all the space here and all the tools and equipment to learn everything we need to learn to be successful in the field. It's also amazing to have everyone, carpenters, millwrights, floor layers, business agents, the council, even Mike, here to support each other and learn from each other. I would encourage anyone who thinks this work might be for them to just give it a try, because you might find the place you belong and the things that you love to do, just like I did. So, if you want to join us, text FUTURE to 877-424-2562, or visit the website at buildmyfuture.org. That's buildmyfuture.org. Thank you all so much for letting me share my story.
I know, wow. You're going to be the ambassador forever. And you are a shining example of the professional carpenters and millwrights that we train here every day, and why the trades are so important and open to anyone that's willing to put in the work. So last but not least, I'd like to introduce our Executive Secretary Treasurer of the Michigan Regional Council of Carpenters and Millwrights, Tom Lutz.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Governor Whitmer, for your unwavering support. And thank you, Mayor Duggan, for finding this place with my predecessor and making it happen. And thank you, General President McCarran, for traveling to be here with us on this important day. But thank you, Vancy. Thank you for telling us your story, because you are our future. And we couldn't be more proud that you chose us to join. Thank you very much. So, Governor Whitmer, a few things have happened since you helped us cut our ribbon in Wayland. We've been a little bit busy, but I have to say how lucky we are to have you at the helm, along with the mayor in this city during these turbulent times. This leadership up here today, the work that you've done to support us during this crazy time, we're thankful. And if not, the entire state of Michigan should be, even if they don't say it out loud. So as General President said, I too am honored. I get to represent the working men and women, carpenters and millwrights across our state. And as you have now heard, there is simply no better place to get the hands-on education to become a carpenter, a millwright, a floor coverer, a pile driver, a welder, a mill cab, a lather, or any of the other many specialized skilled trades that we represent. And I want to make it clear that there has never been a better time to join the skilled trades. Think about the support that we have with our governor in the state, and think about the support that we have coming from the federal administration with the ARPA plan and the infrastructure bill. Think about the dollars spent. There's simply never been a time, and the skilled trades have never been as stable or provided as many opportunities as they do today. We like to say that our apprenticeship is the other four-year degree, but there's a big difference. In this one, you do not accumulate student loan debt. As a matter of fact, you earn while you learn. And you get not just good wages, but good benefits, things like health care, and a way to have an honorable retirement. And practical skills. One that will not just support a fulfilling career, but that will serve that come through these doors for their lifetime. Family. And that's why I asked for my office to be built just steps from training, because that is the lifeblood of our industries. And that is why we have invested so heavily in skilled trades training alongside of our contracting partners, because we've done all of this. Thank you, Donna, for work. All to being
the infrastructure funnel into Detroit?
Have started to come into more that he wants to see in coming years. One of the things that I want to recognize is, when we had Secretary Buttigieg on Mackinac Island for the Detroit Regional Chamber Conference, he observed that because we in Michigan have been focusing on rebuilding the infrastructure at all levels, the local, the state, et cetera, we're in a stronger position to get those dollars translated into projects immediately. There's a lot of lead time, a lot of engineering, a lot of planning that has to go into it. So as you're looking around metropolitan Detroit or anywhere in the state, there's a lot of orange barrels because they are moving fast. But we'd be happy to follow up with a little more specificity in terms of precisely when particular amounts are coming in.
Thank you. And then my other question is, can someone talk about the requirements to get in here, particularly for access to Detroiters? And what do we do about people who are burned by the pandemic and don't return to work?
Okay, so let's start with access, right? So high school diploma or GED, but don't worry if you don't have those things, we'll help you get them. We'll help you train and prepare for your GED and teach you the math classes that are part of the evaluation as you come in, right? So by state law, it'd be 17 at least, but more or less, as the general president said, you just need the right attitude. You need to want to be here. You need to enroll in one of our programs. If you don't already qualify, we'll help you do that. Right? As far as what we're doing access for City of Detroit, we have a wonderful relationship with the city called the Skilled Trades Employment Program. Mayor Duggan introduced years ago to provide those opportunities. And so we intake every incoming class has 25% of every incoming class is a Detroit City resident. And the last question you asked about for those men and women that don't want to return from COVID. Well, I don't think our industry is any different than any other industry. We face the same challenges. We work together as a unit to try to overcome them. And although some people have reasons they cannot, the reality is that we live and we build a physical world. So we don't build those in the living room. So it's a particular we do everything we can to support the men and women who want to be here, to be able to be here.